everyone and welcome to this incredible opportunity. My name is Mellor and I am a Regional Vice President and Independent Consultant with Arbonne International, and I am joined by Karl, who is also an Independent Consultant with Arbonne International. So I would just ask you to remain open-minded and open-hearted as I present to you the incredible opportunity that is Arbonne. This opportunity, with the most incredible products, with the most exceptional business model, has completely and utterly transformed my life. So back in August 2012, before Arbonne, I was modelling full-time. Now, anyone that knows a model will know that modelling full-time really means driving up and down the motorway at all hours of the night, often having to do promotional jobs just to kind of make ends meet, and also being judged for what you look like can leave your self-esteem very, very low. So although on the surface you might have thought Kim's got it all, a university graduate, a full-time model, I also had a city centre apartment, you would have thought, why does Kim need something like Arbonne? The reason why I'm doing Arbonne is because really I didn't know what I wanted from life, I didn't know where I was going, and I just didn't know how I was going to achieve all the dreams and desires that I wanted. And then I found Arbonne, which is something that I never thought I would ever do. I thought this was something that you had to do if you could not get a job, or if you did not have an education. How wrong was I? Like 3 years ago, from starting this business, I can now actually imagine what financial freedom feels like and looks like. And I've gone from lacking clarity and vision and stability to now having focus, drive, and more freedom in my life. So 3.5 years on, I now have a thriving global business. I get to live a life of abundance. I get to work from home. I get to choose when I work and who I work with. And I get to share this gift with many other people. So just sit back and relax as I take you on the journey that is Arbonne. So Arbonne is a 36-year-old company. Now to me, that was so important that I was part of a company that was well established, that had culture, and that had a really strong many years behind it. So also Arbonne, at the second level of management, your business becomes willable. That was really important to me because I didn't have a pension, so I wanted to leave my children something behind. And at Arbonne, you can will your business up to 6 generations down the line to your family, so you're leaving a legacy. Now, back in 1975, our founder, Peter Morg, had this incredible vision to create high-end products that were affordable to all. He was so passionate that ordinary people should have access to these products. That's the reason why he founded Arbonne. So back in 2006, we globalised into Canada. Then we expanded into the UK and Australia in 2007. And then in 2014, we went into Poland, and we are set to go into Taiwan earlier on this year. Behind our company is a lady called Kay Napier. Now, Kay Napier is one of the top 10 businesswomen in America. So when the movie Super Size Me came out and all the damage that it did to McDonald's, Kay Napier saved McDonald's by introducing all the healthy initiatives. So anything you see in McDonald's that's the apples in bags or the salads, that's Kay Napier's baby. So we're so grateful to have her a part of our company. Behind our products is a gentleman called Peter Matravis. Now, Peter Matravis comes to Arbonne with over 14 years at Aveda and over 20 years at Neutrogena. He has 20 individual cosmetic patents to his name. So that was so important to me, that I was a part of a company that had the best of the best behind them. So Arbonne's products are the best of botanical, but also the best of safe science. And again, that was so important to me, that I was using products that were good, safe and beneficial for me. So Arbonne source the ingredients of the highest quality from around the world. We are pH correct and hypoallergenic. We're also fully vegan certified, so we only test on humans. Again, massive tick for me. I was unaware that I was putting animal byproducts on my skin. I was always looking at the back of my food labels, but never on the back of my cosmetics and personal care product labels until I started Arbonne. We're fully clinically proven, we've never tested on animals, and we're built on Swiss heritage. So in Switzerland, they have very stringent guidelines on what they put in their ingredients. Switzerland have banned 1,500 chemicals from their ingredients policy, but in America, they've only banned 10. So you can be rest assured that you have the safest, most beneficial, purest products within Arbonne. Our products are formulated without gluten and without petroleum. So before Arbonne, I was unaware that the products that I was putting onto my skin contained petroleum, which, yes, is basically petrol. So what happens is the petroleum companies, they use the byproducts of petrol called mineral oil, and they put it into products as a cheap bulking agent. So 94% of products on the shelves contain petroleum. So through my Arbonne education, I realised that whatever you put onto your skin actually gets absorbed. So we aren't what we eat, we are what we absorb. And also these chemicals have been linked to several health diseases that are out there at the moment. We don't contain formaldehyde, which is a very, very dangerous chemical. And we also are formulated without parabens and paraben phthalates, which also disrupt hormones. So for me, it was evident that Arbonne's more about what's not in our products than what is. So Arbonne's products are independently clinically proven. Now that's very rare because our CEO paid for us to be tested against the leading department store brand and the leading MLM brand. And Arbonne came out significantly better, actually 80% better in performance than the leading department store brands. So again, that was really important to me, that I was a part of the best company with the best products. So let's talk about the products. Arbonne has over 400 product ranges, and again, really important to me, that I wasn't a part of a company that was a one-trick pony. That word consumable was a massive word to me, because consumable means when something runs out, you have to rebuy it. And that for me is a huge tick with the business. Now, I didn't used to spend hundreds of pounds of money on products, but I did understand as a business, this is extremely viable, because every single person behind every single door uses products on a daily basis. And just think to yourself, how many products have you used today? You've had a shower, you've washed your face, you've put makeup on, you've had a protein shake. You've probably used about 15 to 20 products before you've left the house. So what you've done is you've bought those products from somewhere. You're making somebody else rich by doing that. And all that we have done as Arbonne consultants is we've turned an existing expense that we did have into an income that we didn't have before. So now we've become clever, smart consumers. So we have the RE9 range, which is our anti-aging range, and that's our flagship range. We also do a men's anti-aging range, Now, Arbonne were the first people to launch an anti-aging range, especially for men. Usually what happens is when you buy anti-aging from men, from the department stores, it's just the women's in a different bottle. We also have the Calm range for sensitive skin. And we also have the Genius pads, which are absolutely phenomenal. They contain a pure botanical retinoid A solution, which is like a microdermabrasion for your face. So if you haven't tried these yet, you really need to get your hands on them. The nutrition is a huge part of Arbonne. Our founder, Petter Morg, knew that nutrition worked in synergy with skincare. So it's so important that you're having the correct nutrients in your body in order to be healthy. So all of our protein shakes contain just pea, rice and cranberry protein. Because we are vegan, we do not contain any dairy or any gluten at all. We also have the Phytosport range, which is BSCG approved, which means it's been approved by the Banned Substance Society. That was a massive tick for me because the products really do perform exceptionally well. Then we have the sun care range. So I didn't realise that sun care had the highest concentration of mineral oil in. And I also didn't realise that mineral oil is the second biggest ager from the sun. So when I used to think back to when I was sitting in the sun with my sun cream on, the number one is shining down on me, and I've got the number 2 ager on my skin. So you can be rest assured that you've got the best, safest sun care with Arbonne. Now the makeup. I was such a diva about the makeup, I thought, as if the makeup's going to be that good. Well, it is incredible. You have to try the makeup. Our primer is award-winning, and our foundation and all the makeup range has been used in Coronation Street, Emmerdale, the Alice in Wonderland film, the Twilight movies. It is amazing. And it's also a cosmeceutical, which means that the product treats your skin. We also have the Bath and Body range and the hair care range. So we cover everything. We cater for every single person. We even have a baby range as well. So there's definitely something for everyone. So what is network marketing? When I started Arbonne, I didn't understand network marketing. But there is a lot of misconceptions out there about what Arbonne is and the industry it sits in, down to a lack of education. But actually, have you ever recommended a cinema? Have you ever recommended anything before in your life? You're actually doing network marketing but not getting paid. So let's compare the traditional retail model to Arbonne's model. So in a traditional retail environment, you've got a process that your product goes through before you buy it. The manufacturer, who've got lighting, staffing and heating. You've then got the wholesaler, who have got overhead, staffing and lighting again. Then you've got the warehouser, same again, they've got all their overheads and costs to pay. And then you've got the sales force, the advertisements. This is where 50% of your products that you're buying goes to. So all the TV adverts, or the magazines, or the billboards that you see people flicking their hair and telling you they're worth it, that's where your money is going into. So by the time you've purchased that product, 85% of what you've paid has gone into getting that product to you. So within Arbonne, we flip that on its head. We own our own manufacturing and development plant. We do all our own advertisement, we do all our own marketing, and we do all our own research. And what happens is, instead of going through all the middlemen, people like me and Karl are the people that get paid for recommending the products to other people. And that to me just makes so much more sense, because if you were to compare your friend recommending something versus seeing something on the TV, I bet that you trust your friend's opinion rather than something that you see on the advertisements. And it's just a really smart, sleek, sophisticated 21st century business model. And when I heard about network marketing, I did my research. And when I did my research, I found out that it's actually the second fastest growing profession globally. The most smartest, savviest, wealthiest businessmen in the whole world are massive advocates of network marketing, and they actually use it within their businesses as well. Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki, Richard Branson. So as soon as I knew that those businessmen were a part of network marketing, it was an absolute no-brainer to me. And also, the fact you don't have to give up your full-time job. Arbonne is something you can fit around your lifestyle. It's flexible, and it just gives you that choice. It gives you that choice of breaking out of the 9 to 5. So why Arbonne, why now? So, people are turning 60 every 7 seconds for the next 12 years. We are an ageing population. So people that are over 65, what's happening is they're trying to retire from their jobs, but they can't afford to retire because people are living for a lot longer. So the government can't afford to pay people. So there's a void that people need to fill. So this demographic are working longer hours, they are working past retirement, and the pensions that they thought they would have aren't performing. So they need a plan B. Also, they've predicted that if a healthy person like me and Karl were to retire, we wouldn't be able to retire until we're 80 in order to have the lifestyle that we desire after retirement. Also, this demographic are massively into anti-aging products. They want to look good and feel good for longer. So 60 is now the new 40. I mean, my auntie dyes her hair pink and purple and wears all sorts of colourful clothes. So she is more like a 40-year-old to me. So massive tick for this generation. Then you've got Generation X. Generation X is 30 plus. So this generation is the generation of debt. So they had credit cards, they were flipping them, 100% mortgages, but also this generation are very driven with their job and their career. So very focused on the corporate side of things, corporate income, and the family has always been second. And now they're wanting to get more of their life back, but without losing the income. So Arbonne is a massive tick for this demographic, because also they want to have a family, they want to be at home with the family, but not lose that corporate income. So Arbonne is something that they can fit around their life instead of their life fitting around their family. Then we've got the millennials. So this is the generation between 18 to 30. This generation needs Arbonne the most because we're in an economy that does not need people for jobs. We are not in an industrial revolution anymore. We are in the information age. So what this computer and TV can do has replaced the jobs of thousands of people. So this generation are going to university, they're getting qualifications, and they can't actually get a job. There's 70 graduates going for one job. So what's happening is they're having to work in Tesco's, Costa Coffee, anywhere just to get a job because there is no jobs in what they've qualified in. And also they're leaving with an average of £36,000 worth of debt. Now student debt is worse than credit card debt. So what's happening is this generation are leaving university with so much debt they can't get a job. They really need something to take ownership of their life. But setting up a traditional business means a massive bank loan, massive overheads, and it's nigh on impossible for this generation to do. So a network marketing business is ideal for this generation. with a very low setup cost. All that they're investing is time. Also, they're constantly on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's never been as easy to communicate with people from around the globe. And that's why the digital, internet-based business is booming. So when you're looking for a business, you wanted to sit on one trend for it to grow. With Arbonne, you've got the convergence of 4 mega trends. So you've got the internet, which is ever expanding. You've got social media, you've got the network marketing industry, and you've got health and wellness. Health and wellness is the next $1 trillion industry. So when you've got the convergence of all these 4 trends, it's not a case of, is Arbonne going to happen? It is absolutely exploding. It is poised for exponential growth. And it's been predicted between now and 2020, Arbonne is going to grow 500%. So you are absolutely in the right place at the right time. All you have to do is say yes. So all that we do is we stop buying products from the high street, we start buying them from our own online shop, and we share the products and share the business with other people. So I'm not doing anything different that I wasn't already doing before. I'm just being smarter by buying products from myself, from my own online shop, and then sharing it with my friends and with my family. And it all starts with you. So when I understood this concept, there was no shadow of a doubt that I wasn't going to do this business, because I was always trading my time for money. Work an hour, get paid an hour. Work an hour, get paid an hour. So all of these dreams and ambitions and goals that I had, I couldn't seem to get anywhere closer. I was always on the hamster wheel of life, working harder, but never ever getting anywhere. Because there's only so many hours in a day and only so many days in a year. So with Arbonne, it enables ordinary people to get financially free because you're making money on hours that you don't have. Now, you can always get more money, but you can never get more time. So, for example, if I'm doing Arbonne 10 hours a week, I'm using the products, I'm speaking to people, I'm working my business 10 hours a week. Then, if I get 5 of my friends to do exactly the same as me, I've taught and trained my friends how to duplicate me, I'm now getting paid for 60 hours worth of work for just doing 10. That is the power of this business. You're probably stuck in somebody's system making someone rich. You are probably someone else's leverage. And what Arbonne enables you to do, it enables you to get from the 90% into the top 10%, which own their own system. So within Arbonne, you are owning your own system, which you can create leverage from. So then you speak to more people and you train more people to do what you're doing. So your network expands and expands. Now, another important thing, this was so important to me that it's effort-based. How many times have you done the same job as someone else but got paid exactly the same for working harder than them? Arbonne is an effort-based business. If Karl works harder than me, he can overtake me. It's the fairest business model that you would ever come across, and that was so important to me. Then you've also got the people that are buying the products. So you've got the consultants that are out there speaking to people, and then you've got people that are just becoming loyal consumers. So this is where your residual income comes in. And when I understood residual income, I was like, wow, I would do anything to get residual income, because you're making money on hours that you're not actually working. So if Karl was to become a customer of mine I would sign Karl up and he would be linked to me. Whenever Karl bought products, the system would know that Karl was linked to me. So every 2, 3, 4, 5 months, when Karl reorders and reorders and reorders again, that's commission that I'm getting paid for doing the work once. And I'm getting paid over and over and over and over again for the next 70, 80 years. And to me, that was incredible. So while I'm sat on my sun lounger, Karl is going to go online, place an order, and I'll still get paid. Genius. So the compensation plan. Within Arbonne, there's only 4 levels of management. You start off as a consultant, and then you move to what's called a district manager. So district manager, it's not district manager of an area, it's district manager of you and your team. So as a district manager, I was earning between about £100 and £600 a month. And it took me 6 months to get there, but the average time in the UK at the moment is 4 months. So say for example, you're doing 10 hours a week, not giving up your full-time job to do Arbonne, you're getting paid an extra £400 a month. What does that look like to you? £400 is the amount of money that saves the majority of households from going under. To some people, it's the heel of a shoe, and to other people, it's a life-changing amount of money. Then the next level is an area manager. So this was so important to me. Your business now becomes a willable asset. So an asset is something that you can pay forward. You're building your business so that you can pass it on. So I haven't got a pension. So I know that I'm now building my business and building my legacy so that I can pass my business on up to 6 generations down the line for years to come. That was so important to me that I could do that for my children. So at this level, it took me 9 months to get to area manager, but the average time in the UK is anything from 3 months to about a year. Now at this point, I was earning between about £1,000 and £3,500 a month. So what would an extra £1,500 a month look like to you? Just imagine £1,500 a month and you're still doing 10 hours a week, you're still doing it around your full-time job. What would you do with that kind of money? That's like having a £14,000, £15,000 pay raise a year in your job. Amazing. Then you've got regional vice president, which is a level that I'm currently at the moment. So it took me 2 years to become a regional vice president, and the average income at this level is between about £2,500 up to £8,000 per month. So say an average of £4,000 a month. What does that now look like to you? Could you maybe give up your full-time job and have a bit more choice and freedom in your life? This now starts to replace that corporate income, which gives you more time and freedom. Also, Arbonne give you a cash bonus every single month to go and lease a Mercedes of your choice. It has to be white because we're pure, safe and beneficial, and it has to be a Mercedes because that just represents safety. So we are teamed with the best of the best company. Then you've got National Vice President. So National Vice President is the 4th level of the company, but in Arbonne, it's totally uncapped what you can make. So there's no glass ceiling to what you can earn in Arbonne. Now, as a National Vice President, the average time to get here is between about 3 years and 5 years. And the average income in the UK is £15,000 a month and upwards. When I heard that, I was like, I am doing this business because there's a system in place that you can follow. The only way that you can fail is if you quit and if you give up. So as a National Vice President as well, you get a bigger car bonus, but you also get flown out to Maui in Hawaii every single January with all of your family, all expenses paid, when it's wet and windy and cold in the UK. How incredible is that? That, to me, just represents freedom. Maybe in your job at the moment, you're not getting rewarded for what you do. Maybe you're working so many hours and just thinking there must be more to life than this. We can show you how to earn £500 a month. We can show you how to earn 20, 30, 40,000 pounds a month. We will absolutely hold your hand and show you how to get there all the way. But as well as this, Arbonne has other amazing advantages. We also have an incentive trip every single year. I've just got back from a 35-year anniversary Caribbean cruise, which was paid for by Arbonne. And I'm also about to go to the Bahamas in October for the next incentive trip as well. So if you like holidays, if you like money, if you like Mercedes, then Arbonne's definitely for you. So Arbonne is a global opportunity. All you need to build this business is your phone, Wi-Fi and a dream. Arbonne is in the UK, Canada, America, Australia, Poland, and soon to be launching into Taiwan later on this year. Also, there's only 1% brand awareness in every single country that we're in. That to me screams opportunity. So that's why Arbonne is such a ground floor global opportunity. We have products that every single person needs. In an industry which is exploding, we are absolutely poised for humongous growth. And these grey areas that you see here are countries where we aren't even in yet. We haven't even scratched the surface. So the beauty as well is if you know people in Australia, Canada, America, you can Skype them, you can Facebook them. It's never been so easy to communicate around the globe. So while you're sleeping, someone in Australia could be buying products online, and when you wake up in the morning, your money has gone up. Like, how amazing is that? Incredible. So where do you see yourself? You've heard everything that you need to know where you want to be within Arbonne. Do you want to host an event and get some free products, which is a fantastic way to see how Arbonne works? Or would you like to become a client? Now, becoming an Arbonne client is a fantastic discount as it is. You're getting high quality premium products at a department price range. Or you can become a preferred client, which is £17 to join, and you get 20% off all year round, which is also an incredible, incredible saving. Or you can become an independent consultant like me and Karl. If you want to stop spending money and start making money, you can become an Arbonne consultant for £56. £56, you get a starter pack with some samples, and you also get your own Arbonne website. Now, within Arbonne, you want to be recommending products, but also giving people products to try. So I highly recommend that you buy some products to use yourself and to give to other people in order to move your business forward. But however much you want to invest in your business is completely and utterly up to you. Me and Karl can definitely help you and guide you with that. Also, you get 35% off, you get unlimited income potential, and of course the Mercedes-Benz program. But the personal growth has been the most exceptional thing for me. I can't put money on the person that I've become. And that's exactly what Arbonne's given me. It's the person that I've become in order to have what I've got. Now, if you would have told me that I would be presenting a business opportunity 3 years ago to people that I didn't know, I wouldn't have believed you. That's what this business can really do for you. So if you're sat there thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do it, I'm not a public speaker, everything is learnable. I didn't know anything about business. I didn't know anything about products. I didn't just jump up one day and think, I know, I want to start an Arbonne business. Arbonne is a vehicle to have everything that you've ever wanted within your life, and it might come wrapped in a different package to what you thought it might be, but it's just been the best decision that I have ever made. So dream big. It takes just as much effort to dream small as it does to dream big. Unless you're independently wealthy or plan on winning the lottery, you're going to be working for someone else for the rest of your life. Now, I'm a hard worker and I don't like the idea of making someone else rich from my efforts. So I love the fact that I'm taking control of my life and making my own dreams come true with my own hard work with Arbonne. And just think to yourself, are you happy? Do you have enough money? Do you have enough time? Or would you love to have more money? Would you love to have more time? That's exactly what Arbonne can give you. But the definition of insanity is doing the same thing but expecting a different outcome. So you have to do something different in order to do something different. And that might mean stepping outside your comfort zone. But trust me, that's exactly where the magic happens. Now, Arbonne isn't easy. It's a 5-year plan. All that you're doing is you're stopping watching TV for building your Arbonne business in the nooks and crannies of your day. This is something that you can fit in and around your life. It doesn't have to take over at all. So just think to yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing that can happen is you've got some incredible products. And the best thing that can happen, well, you've heard of what can be achieved through this business. So you also might have a few hesitations and a few fears. I don't have enough time. If you don't have enough time, will you ever have enough time? I can guarantee you can find the time to create freedom if you really want to. I don't have enough money. You don't need a lot of money to start an Arbonne business, but also Arbonne is going to create you more money as well. I don't know enough people. I didn't think that I knew enough people. And my biggest fear was, what would people think of me doing something like Arbonne? But then I realised that those people aren't going to pay my bills. So that is everything that you need to know to jump in with Arbonne. It has honestly, totally and utterly just transformed my life. And I recommend that you just jump in and just go for it, because I had a bit of fear. I was like, oh, I've never done something like this before. I've never sold products. But we help you, we teach you, we train you, we coach you to become the best possible version of you. Of course, it's up to you to do the work, but we are here to support and guide you all the way. And like Richard Branson says, if someone offers you an opportunity, just say yes and figure the rest out later. So thank you so much, Karl, and thank you so much to everyone for listening, and I hope we will see you very soon.